Good morning. Happy Sunday. I'm so glad you could join me for an unusual presentation. It's December the, can't see it, 13th, I think. And I've actually finished making all my Christmas cards. This has never happened before. I haven't finished writing all my Christmas cards, mind you, but I've made them. So what I'm doing now in December is I am pulling out some of the stamp sets from the annual catalogue that I haven't showcased yet and showing you some of the stuff that you may have missed. So, I mean, you could even get it on your wish list, I think. Yes, you could. You could even place an order or have someone contact me to place an order for you. If some of your relatives are having trouble figuring out what to give you, I can help. So anyway, today I am going to use Field Journal stamp set, which I haven't seen any people having used it. I'm sure they have, but I just haven't seen it on Facebook or anywhere like that. So hang on, before I go there, Kim Crane won the raffle from last week for sharing my video. So go ahead, and if you share this one, I will put you in the raffle, which I will draw next Sunday morning and announce it here. So Kim, if you're watching, please send me your address so I can send you your prize. What else do I need to tell you? There's a giant year-end closeout sale which is full of things that are retiring, and there are some deep discounts. So if you haven't looked, I would hurry along there, because it's as supplies last, of course, because they're not going to make more of things that are retiring. So that's a good one. So let me move you down and we can get going. Let me just do that so that you can see my lovely storage. It's rather wonky, isn't it? Let's pull it forward a little and twist it a bit. Perfect. Right, so here you can see the Field Journal set, which is got some nice little sentiments. It's got some lovely line drawings. So today we're going to use watercolor pencils. If I could find my, oh, there they are. First card, and here's my second. My brother's college roommate, his mother died this week, so I needed another sympathy card because I seem to be rather short of them at the moment, sadly. So I made this one a little fatter and shorter, and I managed to put the sentiment on it from this one from Peaceful Memories or something like that, the one that goes with the poppies. So, and that worked pretty well, and it made a nice looking sympathy card. Obviously I can't show it you because I've sent it, but if you go to my blog, then if you want to see it, you can see it there. This one is kind of cool to color, actually. I enjoyed doing that one. So anyway, I've got both sets of watercolor pencils, so that's 23 to choose from, so that was kind of nice. So I think we'll start with this one. If you place an order of $25 with me, I will send you this, well, not this one, I'm going to use it. I will send you the bits to make the cards I'm about to show you, assuming you have the stamp set, because I can't stamp images for you. It's against compliance. But I would send you all the other pieces, so in your $25 order, if you ordered the Field Journal stamp set, you'd be away. So let's get on with this one. This one I stamped the, whatever they are, in smoky slate, stamped off once so that it didn't really stick out too much. Because I just want to know where to put the colour, not to actually have lots of greyness. Because as you may recall, I don't like grey. Yeah, I know it's weird. It's okay. Okay, that looks all right. So I've got a spare square. Oh, I should probably tell you where I got my squares from. My square from the Stitch Shapes Framelits dies, and the drake comes from the rectangular stitch dies. Honestly, I use these two sets so much. I'm surprised they haven't worn out. But okay, so I'm going to use, I'm a lefty, so I just have to read it backwards. I'm going to use Old Olive. Maybe I should have done some of this earlier. Really like to go over the bits where the artist is trying to help you become an artist, because if you darken the bits where they have shaded, your stuff is gonna look better because they know where to put the shadow, and I don't. So I'm gonna darken that bit. Then I'm gonna get my blend pen out and just blend this in like so. You can see that where I was a bit more firm with the colour, you've got the shading, and all I did was add a bit more colour where they told me to, effectively. I think I need a bit more there. So that's the green. Now these I use Cherry Cobbler. This is going to be one of those quiet ones, isn't it? Because I'm so busy concentrating on colouring, which I've noticed always happens in my classes. If we colour, the room suddenly goes quiet, whereas up till then we'd have been solving all the problems of the world. But give someone something to colour, and it's as if we can't concentrate on two things at once. Well, I know I can't. I'm blonde. Well, originally anyway. I'm not quite sure what colour it's growing back as, but I guess we'll see one day. It's fairly slow. And then we've got the darker bit. There we go. Just clean up my pen, and then I'm done with that one. Then I'm going to have some little bit of early espresso. Okay, so not confident of my ability here, so I've got two, because it's very little and I want it straight. So let me try and remember how it stamps. Pretty much exactly the way it should. It's straight. Oh, Well, it would be perfect, except I smudged it. So, let's clean that up a bit. Using the marvellous chamois, except I just smeared it all over my fingers. Great. Oh well, it is what it is, right? Now that is better. That is rubbish. So, take that over there. Now, I already ran this through the die cutting and embossing machine with the Subtles embossing folder. So, which side do I like better? I don't know. Let's use this side. Yeah, putting glue across it is, it doesn't like it, but that's all right. Runs perfectly nicely downwards, but across, no. Maybe I should have used the multi-purpose glue. There we go. Now this is going to fit on here. Like that. This is going to be popped up with some dimensionals. When I first started this about 6 years ago, well, just over 6 years ago, I always used to use up my dimensionals, and then I would have lots of things left with the edges. These days, I use the edges first, and then I'm feeling like I'm gonna have to use the middles because they're so handy to do the edges like that. And then just these to make sure we don't get soggy. So I'll just take these two off, and well, maybe we should put it the right way up. I think that would be a better idea. Oh dear, oh dear. I haven't had any coffee yet. So I'll put that there, and I'm just going to put this in the corner like so. And there we go. Well, thank you cards. Oh, I need thank you cards. I really do. So, very happy about that. And here's this one. This one, I think I stamped it in Old Olive. I don't know why I did that, but I did. So, let's get these out of here, down to the first card base. That's what we need for this card. So put this to one side while we do our colouring. So, and here it is. This I'm going to do in Old Olive and Rich Razzleberry. Does that look like it? I don't know. Did I stamp it in there? Who knows? Sorry, onto my stomach. I guess that's what happens if you don't get around to eating. Or in fact, really drinking either. It's bad. I was busy cleaning the kitchen after Martin made a beef rendang last night. I hadn't had it before. It's quite interesting. It looks like I used some early espresso as well. It was quite spicy. It was a curry, but Malaysian, I think. And it was fairly dry, so it wasn't like a traditional curry where you've got lots of sauce. It was good though. Quite spicy. I don't think I could eat it again today because of the spice, but maybe tomorrow I'll have some more. And he also has been wanting to make onion kulchas, which is an Indian bread with obviously onions in. I always thought that would be fun to try because that's usually what I order. He gets a keema naan, but we thought onion kulchas would be fun, and they were. They weren't right. Unfortunately, we're going to have to make them again. Oh, what a shame. We do like to cook. Although sometimes I admit it would be nice to send out for takeout pizza. But with the coronavirus, we just don't like to risk it. Especially with my issues. I mean, the lung cancer isn't much, but it does mean my immunity is down, so no risk. I think this is looking rather nice. I think I'm going to have to come back in, maybe? I don't know. Because with all the shading, it's actually, I think the shading is enough. Those artists at Stampin Up are fantastic, aren't they? Now I'm going to get, see, yes, I did put them in order because I thought otherwise I'll be flustering around trying to find the right one. So I thought I'll order them before I start. Of course, some of them get used again, but I have no idea what flower this is. Absolutely none. So I don't know if it would absolutely, whether this is a completely wrong colour. And you know what? I don't care. Because this is my card. And I can have it in whatever colour I like. As can you, obviously. And I'm just going to put that there for a moment. And where's my thank you? Here it is. Just going to put it here. Okay, you can get out of the way. I should try and make that perfect. Can you see? I think you can, yeah. So that's all. So that way you can get the placement, and then you just push this out of the way so that it doesn't get in the way of your stamping, and it works fine. So this just needs to be, trying to finish up my fast fuse, and I can use this case to put a seal in. And I don't know how this happened, but I have half a case. So I'm leaving it there in case it turns up, because then I can have lots of seals all over the place. I do need to have quite a few glues because I'm really talented at putting things on top of them and losing them. So the more I have, the better it is. Not quite as straight. Nope, that's too far. There we go. A little thank you card. And then, although I said that I didn't know what colour those flowers should be, I have tried to be authentic with the drake here. So let me just clean off my thank you. There we go. If I could clean off my knuckle. No, you can't. Fine. Just made it worse. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So here's what we need for the next one. Well, we don't need two of them, but that's just in case I mess it up. Then you don't have to wait whilst I cut another one. It seems like the best way to do it. And then if I don't mess it up, I get a stash of shapes for layering, which is really good. I don't need this, so I'll move that out of danger, and I'll stamp this in smoky slate. Stamped off. There we go. And we're going to put him right there. Yep, that's good. And now we're going to colour him. What's this one? Oh, Rich Razzleberry. Don't need it. So these are the ones we need. So, well, I guess we'll start with his legs. It really does, I mean, I just marvel at this because you can tell that this bit's in the shade because they are so good. Then I'm going to do that little Pacific Point flash, and then I'm going to do his head lightly. Okay, I might come back to that. And then I want some garden green because we don't seem to have the right colour for the drake. So I'm making my own by mixing garden green and Pacific Point. So let's see how that comes out. And I blend it all together. I think that is fairly close, in fact better than the other one I did, and to what the drake really looks like. Oh, I'm pleased with that. Yep, nice. Then we need his, I've got Daffodil Delight here for his beak. A little more there. Oh, I forgot to do the water. Let's do that. Just gently add a bit more colour and then smooth it out. Yep. Use that and that. Oh yes, I need to give him an eye. And then it's all early espresso. So I'm going to do around the edges. Where the shading is. I'm going to blend that in. Sorry, did I put my head under the camera? I don't think I did, but I might have. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is very lightly just take off the white, make it a little less stark. Apart from that white piece, which it should be white. There we go. So and we'll do the same trick with our thank you, which I don't think I want it in grey. I think early espresso would be, ooh, that's dirty. Got ink on it. Early espresso would, espresso, that is, not X. So about here. Yep. Okay. Oh, there they are. I'm like, where did I put them down? I need a spotter to find them for me at this rate. Let's use these. There we go. One. What else have I got? And here's another strip. holes to come to. Okay. And then some in the middle. It doesn't sag. There we go. I've got a spare cutout. That's always good. And I'll just peel off the long bits. That's all we need really to hold this piece of card down. Not quite perfect, is it? And there we have our third thank you card. So, what have we made today? This is what we've made. Yeah, that was that one, and I think this one was the one. I mean, I know I told you I'd finished my Christmas cards, and I have to say that these lives have actually helped me to do it, because I make the cards first, obviously, and then I make them on the live. So I kind of doubled my Christmas cards this year that way, which is a huge bonus that I wasn't actually expecting. I mean, if I talked about it, I'd have realised that it was going to increase my Christmas card making pace, but it hadn't occurred to me. So that was a nice kind of bonus. So anyway, if you place an order with me, as I said, of $25 a product, I will send you the card pieces to make these 3 cards. And if you share this, I will put you in my raffle for next week, okay? So hopefully I'll see you next Sunday. I don't have a clue what I'm going to make next week, so it's going to be a surprise to all of us. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.